Refugees who once looked to Germany for safety are now fleeing the country in fear for their lives. One America's Pearson explains how Germany's open border policy may have allowed thousands of ISIS militants to terrorize other refugees.
Once the main destination for refugees fleeing the war-torn Middle East, Germany has become a safe haven for militants and Islamic terrorists. In fact, many Christians and refugees from minority religions say they aren't safe in Germany anymore, and that because of Islamic extremism, they're being forced to return to their homes in Syria and Iraq. One girl, a teenager from Iraq and a member of the minority Yazidi religious community, has had to flee Germany after being confronted by a member of the Islamic State. But not just any member. While walking down the street in a town near Stuttgart, she encountered the very jihadist who had captured and enslaved her in Iraq. Ashwak Talo says that she was on her way home in February when she met Abu Humam, a member of the Islamic State who had purchased her for $100 at a slave auction when she was just 15 years old. As a member of the Yazidi, Ashwak suffered through unimaginable brutality at the hands of the Islamic State. During the siege of Mount Sinjar in 2014, ISIS terrorists killed over 10,000 Yazidi men, women, and children in a matter of days. Some were shot, while others were crucified or burned alive. 4 of Ashwak's brothers are still missing, and it's believed one of her sisters is still a prisoner of ISIS. When the man saw her, Ashwak says he threatened her, claiming he knew who she was, where she lived, and had been following her activities.
Someone stopped me in February of this year. I froze when I looked at his face carefully. It was Abu Humam, with the same frightening beard and ugly face. I was speechless. And then he started speaking in German, asking, "You're Ashwak, aren't you?"
The teenager says she was terrified and told him she didn't speak Arabic and didn't know who he was. She managed to escape, hiding in a market until he left. But shockingly, when she reported the jihadists to the authorities, they said there was nothing they could do.
The police told me that he is a refugee just like me, and that they could not do anything about it. They just gave me a phone number that I could contact in case Abu Humam ever stopped me. After this response, I decided to return to Kurdistan and never go back to Germany.
They said he was protected, and they couldn't help her. With that decision, Ashwak says she lost all faith in Germany and moved back to live with her father in Iraq. Germany has taken in over 1 million Muslim migrants from Africa and the Middle East since 2015, neglecting to carry out even basic background checks.
We want to have our Europe back, our Germany, like it was, our culture. We don't want that the migrants are changing everything here. And they do this because they put the Islam here, they put all the things here, coming with them, like they treat women and all this.
As a result, senior national security advisors in Germany say thousands of terrorists have been allowed into the country and are now free to move around Europe. However, as terrorist attacks, rape, murder, and violence continue to escalate, the German people are taking notice, and Chancellor Angela Merkel's approval ratings have plunged to an all-time low.
Today, a demonstration takes place in Kandel because we cannot and don't want to endure the current situation in our country anymore. I mean the massive wave of refugees who come here and plunge the country into chaos. We simply want Merkel to pack her things and resign from her office.
Yet leftists and the media continue to praise the open border policy, with a writer for Huffington Post Germany claiming, quote, "It would actually be best to just replace the German people with foreigners." And with Germany's declining birth rate and the skyrocketing immigration of Arabs and Africans, experts predict that within 30 years, Germans will be a minority in their own country. Pearson Sharp, One America News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.